How do you feel about John? How do you feel about John saying your insecurities have made him more confident? Brother, I am sitting in a car. I don't even remember how this gets brought up. I get in the car and John says to me, I had an epiphany last night. He's like, I can't remember the exact verbiage, but it was something like, yeah, so like your insecurities made me love myself. And I was like, what? I remember looking at him and being like, excuse me? What do you mean by that? And so, yes, he literally said, Jodi's insecurities made me more confident, but to me, he also said that, but he was like, he did basically word it, but he said it in such a way that was like so Giga Chad. I can't remember it, but it was something like, oh, I had the epiphany that I'm more confident now because of your insecurities. And so I went, excuse me? What the f does that mean? To which then he was like, he's like laughing. He's like, wait, no, that sounds so bad. He's like, let me explain. Which was, he basically was saying like, when he met me, he's like, oh, this girl has it all. Like she has the appearance, the personality, the intelligence, the emotional intelligence. And so when he found out that I have insecurities about X, Y, and Z, I guess he's like, oh, what the f, like, this girl's, when I first told him like an insecurity of mine, I guess in his head, one of the things he thought was, right, like she just is fishing for a compliment. To then like, obviously then we like get to know each other and we're dating a long time and he knows now that like, I'm not fishing for a compliment, I'm just insecure about whatever this thing is or that thing is. And so then I guess the epiphany was, cause I think I was talking to him about an insecurity the day before. So then the insecurity the next, or that night he had was, if Jodi, who I view as like, whatever, this great human, I guess, if she will feel like this and she's felt like this, like, oh God, John did a way better job of explaining this. Basically, he looks at me and he's like, I have everything. And he's been trying to achieve the guy that has everything so that he can also be confident. But then he realized that if I'm not confident, then he'll never be confident because I'm insecure. So the way that he boiled that down was, your insecurities have made me more confident. And I was like, okay, brother, what? You're gonna have to explain. You're gonna have to explain that sentence because like you can't just say that without all of the rest of those words. Because I'm like, you sound like an asshole right now. Yeah, basically John just viewed me as somebody like who was perfect, which I'm like, okay, sure, bro. I think it's okay for me. I'm like, that's crazy. To me, I'm like, I know everybody has insecurities. Of course, everyone's insecure about something, and like insecurities change. But I'm glad he's no longer chasing this false idea of perfection, I guess. It's so funny too because it was genuinely really sweet, but he butchered it. The story of my life. I just remember doing a slow turn and be like, what? I was just so baffled. I was like, okay, there's like, also like I know John, so I know that he doesn't mean that. So I'm just like, you gotta expand here. We literally, what are we doing?